Nice to see you. The Friday Noontime webcast, Mighty Fine Guitars, Lafayette, California. It's March. It's a little chilly. And I've got people waiting outside that want to come in and see some guitars. I'm going to make this really fast, but I wanted to show you this fabulous guitar. Walked in the door, fellow wants to sell it. I'll be open at 12:15. Shouting through the door, classy with a capital K. Greven, John Greven guitar. Check it out. Oh, that's Brazilian rosewood. Lutz spruce on the top. It's a triple O, which means it's kind of 15 inches across the lower bout. A larger guitar. A lot of people still think that anything smaller than a dreadnought or a jumbo is a parlor guitar. No. This is sort of this, generally speaking, it's sort of the second biggest guitar out there in Martin parlance. I should qualify that. Which a lot of people use. Even non-Martin builders still use Martin parlance. There's Dreadnought is the big one. There is a quadruple O, also known as the M model, but it's not so popular. It's not so well known. The triple O, or OM size, is this size, about 15 inches across the lower bout there. And there's that Brazilian rose. Oh, I was going to tell you about the woods. Lutz spruce on the top, a hybrid on the top. Beautiful, responsive wood. Now, if somebody handed me this, and I was in a blindfold taste test, I'd say, oh, it's an old Martin, maybe from the 30s. Nah, 2013 by John Greven out of Portland, Oregon. Oh, and I was going to tell you about the back. Look at that. Yes, Brazilian rosewood, but not just Brazilian rosewood. This is called shipwreck Brazilian rosewood. 1936, a load of Brazilian rosewood was going from Brazil to Denmark to build furniture out of it. And the ship sank off the coast of Spain and laid there on the bottom, getting saturated with minerals and whatnot, the ship and the wood, as a matter of fact. Getting saturated with all sorts of minerals and stuff that's available in seawater or even fresh water, and getting real kind of mineralized. This is the kind of rosewood that is really highly prized because of its, you can slice it really thin and it stays really stiff. And this is some of that shipwreck. The ship sank in 1936. It was rediscovered in 2005, and there were a few luthiers out there who were able to scoop up some of this shipwreck rosewood. Who knows how these people have their sources? They have their own back channels to who's got the good stuff and where it is and all that sort of stuff. Wow, it's a sweetie. Oh, let me check and make sure things are happening here. Hi, everybody. A quick hello again. Stevie Coyle here, Mighty Fine Guitars. The Friday Noontime webcast. I try and do these every Friday, noon-ish. Sometimes I can sneak them in and sometimes I can't. But yeah, it looks like things are happening. Hi there, Jill and Robert. And let me see who else is on board here today. Thanks for tuning in. Do feel free to pass this along either now or later on. You hit that little share button there and share this with like-minded souls that might be interested in cool old guitars like this. It's not an old guitar, but I tell you what, just playing it, it feels like an old Martin. Slightly beefy, old-style Martin neck. John Greven is a wonderful builder out of Portland, Oregon. Had a chance to meet him. Thank you, Mary Flower, for introducing me to John Greven. And we had a lovely time checking out his basement workshop where all the good stuff gets made, including these cool pick guards. He makes pick guards for all kinds of people. He makes these cool beveled pick guards that are just totally classy. There's pick guards, and then there's pick guards for the nerdigentia amongst us. Nerdigentia. Even the pick guard, there are opportunities to make them cool. There's the flat old kind of pick guard that has straight edges, just kind of not beveled down to the top, and then there's the John Greven style pick guards that look like old real tortoise shell, God forbid. But they look like it, and they're beveled beautifully. So you'll see his pick guards touted on other instruments. Etc. Wonderful guitar. I gotta hit it with a little. I knew it. Brazilian guitars do this. In a drop D tuning or a double drop D, dadgad, Orkney, Dorkney, one of those drop tunings where you got lots of D's going on. This is great. I hit the fourth string, which is a D string. Thank you for asking. And I can feel that low string lighting up and waiting to go, even though it's a little sharp. Listen to that ring. Boy, oh boy. It's delicious. Come and get it. Have I told you everything I wanted to tell you about this? It's Brazilian rosewood back and sides, Lutz spruce top, built in 2013-ish, maybe 2012. Shipwreck Brazilian on the back and sides. There is a split back here somewhere, but it's completely stable. Has been looked at by David Neely in Los Angeles. Oh yeah, there's a little split right here. Inconsequential to the tone and to the construction. It's been authorized, it's been legitimized by David Neely in Los Angeles, and you can trust him that it's a stable crack, it's not going to go anywhere. And a few little nicks and pits here and there, but nothing drastic. And for the feel of a 30s Martin, 1 3/4 across the, unlike other tripolos that might be 1 11/16 across the nut. This is 1 3/4, 12/16. Math is not my long suit, as you can tell. the cool herringbone. Let's face it, you're going to be looking at the guitar a lot, whoever ends up with this. And having this beautiful herringbone to look at is a bit of a treat, especially for fellas and gals of a certain vintage that may recall seeing their cowboy western heroes playing guitars with herringbone or rope binding around the top of the guitar. If you're looking for a super resonant guitar, this is one. Can you hear me? Wow. Let me see who's here. Hello, everybody. I've been playing the thing and gabbing about it. I've not said hello to you yet. Hello to whoever is here. And it's swiping left. Sounds clear in various places? Good. Glad to hear it. Oh, very good, Jim. All the way in the UK. Sounding good. Lovely sounding guitar is right. Hi, Jeff Russell. Hi, Ben. There's Dr. Ben. Isn't that fun, Christian? Yeah. Part of the fun of guitars of this vintage and of this quality, of any quality, is the story behind it. I've got a little old guitar in here that I paid $350 for. I just love it. I wish I knew more of the story. All I know is that it came from somewhere in Chicago, probably, in the late 20s, early 30s. That's all the story I have. This one, we've got some of the story with the shipwreck Brazilian rosewood. I agree, Christian. Pretty cool, all right. Hello up there in Yosemite, all of you. And very good. Hi, Michael Ferrucci. Hi, Steve Kahn, Nancy Paul, Robert B. Gunderson, Mike Stevens. Aloha, all. Let me sit back just a little bit and play just a little bit more, and then I'll let you go. Thank you for spending a little piece of your lunch hour with me. Those of you on the West Coast here. John Greven, triple O, Brazilian herringbone, triple O herringbone, in Brazilian and Lutz spruce. The asking price on this one is $6,850, and it's a honey. And really and truly, if you've always been looking for an old Martin, 30s era, pre-war Martin, triple O or OM, come play this bad boy. It's really something. Next week, there are several guitars that have come in recently, and I'll be featuring another one next week. Not sure exactly what it's going to be. Perhaps there's a nice Martin 00 VS, 0028, VS that just came in. Excuse me. Ooh, fish tacos. Fish tacos are wicked. Stop in next week. I'll have something fabulous to show you as well. Thanks for tuning in this week. Do leave comments and questions down below. I'll be happy to answer anything that I can. And if I don't know the answer, I'll make up something convincing. No, I won't. I'll find somebody who is. And that's the great thing about channels like this, is that there's always somebody there that has an answer to almost any question. So we'll crowdsource your questions if I can't answer them myself. As usual, I'll be taking this and bouncing it over to the Mighty Fine Guitars Facebook page. thence to Instagram, the same video, and then to the Stevie Coyle music channel on YouTube. So see you one place or another. Again, do feel free to pass this along. Thanks for tuning in. To be continued. I'll see you in the crawl down below. So long, everybody.